All right, here we go. Game 1. We have the finals, the low ELO. This is the Nomad Tournament. Let's see what we got here. We have Ryan P playing as the Tatars, which are, I think, a great pick on this. We have ElmoChicrak. I think that's how you say it, more or less. He is on the other side, and he is playing as the Koreans. So Koreans could be really good with towers, obviously. They can be really good on water. They have a really powerful unique unit with the War Wagon, so pretty good civ for them. They also have just discounts on a lot of their units, so they could do pretty well. Ryan's getting their TC up and a dock up. Mochi's getting just their TC, not getting the dock, so they're not really focused on the fishing so much. At least not early. I'm sure they'll get one up eventually. In this matchup, I actually like the Tatars. The Tatars have the hill bonus is the big thing. I picked them on my map and I won, and I lost my set, so I overperformed. But they get the 25% hill bonus. You'll see. Let me take off the fog of war real quick. The middle is nothing but hills. So, and you can't really build TCs. Like, you can build like a castle. Even a castle is difficult to build in the middle. Like, everything in the middle is tough to build. So, if you can just get anywhere in the middle, you're going to be shooting down at your opponent, essentially. Ryan built really close to the water, which is super dangerous if you lose water. So this is the under 1650. You'll see ElmoChicrak is 1714 max ELO. Ryan is 1470 max ELO. But I think they made some exceptions for certain players and looked at like average ELOs. So I don't think necessarily they're like, you know, too high above everyone else. I did think that they were a little high. Like I said, that player maybe. The problem is if they play in like the higher bracket, they would probably get destroyed. If they play in the lower bracket, they probably are a little too strong for most of the players. So that was the only like, you know, discussion point, I guess. But here we are in the finals. Ryan P doing a good job scouting. I'll take a look at the scouting here. So Ryan P's scouting. This is his scouting, kind of like on the left side, and then Mochi is scouting the right side. And Mochi's adding a dock now. So Ryan already has fishing out. Ryan's pretty good with like the fish timing. They sometimes will have a little bit more idle TC, but I don't think that has a lot to do necessarily with fishing. I think it has more to do with just not, you know, really being on top of things. Like, they were idling their TC just now, and they just had to drop off food. They had to do a forced drop off to make villagers. So if they did that a little bit sooner, they would have been a little bit better. But the Tatars, I like the Tatar pick. And this is what Elmochi sees. Elmochi's about to see this dock. You can almost see the TC, actually, but can definitely see the dock. We'll know that the TC is pretty close to there. And let's see what Ryan sees, actually. Okay, that's what Ryan sees. So Ryan's going to see this dock too. Perfect timing. Look at that. All right, so Ryan sees the dock. So they know which other docks are. They pretty much know, you know where the other player is once you find their dock. Because no one really builds their dock like far away. It's always right behind it. Also, you kind of know where the player starts are. To be honest, it's like the Nomad part of this is kind of weird because you're just going to build your TC like right where you land. Like, you're not really exploring a whole lot. You could in theory, I guess. Like, it's possible to explore a little bit, but certainly not something that's like it has to be done. And to be honest, like, this wood line looks kind of bad, but it's actually, for this map, a pretty decent wood line. And right next to the TC. Like, this wood line's fine, but it's actually, like, going to get a little less efficient as time goes by. This one, I mean, these villagers probably could be a little closer, but it actually will stay somewhat efficient, I think. And despite the idle TC time for Ryan P, res collected is basically the same. A little behind on villagers. 16 villagers versus 20 villagers. The other nice thing about Koreans on this map, or any Nomad map, is they get more line of sight for their villagers. And a lot of fishing for ElmoChicrak. So I think ElmoChicrak is going to want to win water for sure. You know, Ryan built on water, like has fishing ships, but only 5. Whereas ElmoChicrak is really leaning into the water. Jeez. 7 fishing ships and 2 more in queue. Ryan stopped at 5. So ElmoChicrak's probably going to play water, I'm guessing. Koreans should be better on water anyway, you know, equal numbers. Warships are 20% cheaper. If they do get to turtle ships are like insane. Like I think the new Hulk might do pretty well against turtle ships. I'm not sure. But I think that might be it. Ryan, I already watched game 2 and 3. Still no spoilers because I'm going to put this up on YouTube. But I watched game 2 and 3, and this is game 1. Yeah, ElmoChicrak is very solid. I will say that. Look at this economic difference, though. Crazy. ElmoChicrak is staying in Dark Age just to make more and more villagers. He's going up now. At 35 eco, 9 of those are fishing ships. 26 are villagers. Ryan has 18 and 5. Ryan is first to make a Hulk. The Hulks I think are good. I think Hulks are a good like first starting ship, like force them into something. If they don't have anything, you can kill their fishing ships like insanely fast. Like insanely fast. I do think a sneak dock is like a kind of a cool strategy on this map. Like I haven't seen anyone do it, but to send one villager like over here and build a dock. You know, just get units out faster. Build some demos even. And ElmoChicrak looks like they're trying to get to Castle Age. They have 3 on stone. Probably the 3 on stone is so that they can get out like a warship or 2. But mostly to get to Castle Age. And they should be able to with all that fishing ships. Like even if they lose the fishing ships, they still should be able to get to Castle Age. They are moving out here though. Like Ryan has a couple of scouts on the way. And a defensive tower for ElmoChicrak. ElmoChicrak, they can see the timing for Ryan, and they're going to know that something's coming. And Ryan unfortunately misses these villagers out here. Some of these villagers are weak from like the Komodo dragons or whatever. Ryan moving forward with villagers. This is Ryan's tower. I thought this was ElmoChicrak's tower. I just assumed. So we have a tower rush, we have knights, and we also have a Hulk that is almost dead. But these Docks are fully garrisoned. So weird to say that now, but these docks are garrisoned. And the tower's gonna go up. ElmoChicrak's gonna try to fight this tower down. Ryan's gonna try to fight ElmoChicrak, so getting some value actually. Tower looks like it's getting repaired. It's at 200 health. And yeah, the tower's gonna stay up. Repairs are gonna come in. And ElmoChicrak almost has enough to click up. The Hulks on the water definitely delayed ElmoChicrak from getting enough food. I ended up adding a farm, which probably didn't want to add that farm, just added it because they needed the food. But they're on the way up to Castle Age, so that's going to be really tough for Ryan to deal with. Ryan is adding farms now. Didn't add any more fishing behind this. And ElmoChicrak is on stone. Gonna have enough stone. So I'm wondering if it's gonna be a. It should be a defensive castle, I would assume. But if it's gonna be an aggressive castle, you probably gotta send some villagers forward. But there's no army to defend it. And Koreans, they can just get the castle up, make war wagons, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. We go on water these Hulks. Ryan's made these Hulks, and kind of isn't doing anything with it right now. Maybe waiting for more to come. There's one over here on the side that's also hurting. But it wouldn't be a bad find if you could find these fishing ships, maybe snipe one or two before getting taken out. And castle's coming in. Let's see where it's going to go. Stone villagers are moving forward. Maybe there's like well, that relic actually makes it kind of tricky. Yeah, it's like right on that hill. Right in range of that tower. I don't love that, but just because you might lose a villager or two in that process. And if Ryan went a little bit more aggressive here, I mean, they could have like 8 scouts on the field by now if they wanted. ElmoChicrak could garrison this TC and help protect it. I mean, yeah, I didn't like this castle. This is actually really good value for Ryan here. Gonna delay that castle. I think it's gonna go up eventually, but like I know that they wanted to get this castle on the hill, but the thing is, this castle could have just gone back here. And it's still, this castle's still at the bottom of the hill compared to like where Treb would be coming from. So getting it on the hill up there doesn't really do much. I think it'd be better over here. Gobs, the set is actually over. This is game 1, and I just wanted to do game 1 because I want to put it up on the YouTubes. So no spoilers, please. This is game 1 where Ryan tower rushed, also built scouts, also built Hulks. And ElmoChicrak just fast castled, got the castle up, got rid of that tower. And that's where they're at. I mean, Ryan's winning in eco right now. Clicking up to Castle Age. And the war wagon procession has begun. There's 5 war wagons in queue. There's 2 on the way, so this is gonna be tough. And we got a Vil down. A Ryan Vil down. Yeah, war wagons gonna be tough to deal with. So if there's war wagons here, Tatars they can go like step lancers, or they can go cav archers. Would be really well. Cav archers are not gonna do very well against the war wagons because war wagons have a lot of pierce armor. Step lancers could probably do a lot better. They're faster. They can get in there. They can get hits. You can do knights as well, right, with the Tatars? Archery. Or you could do camels is what I meant to say. Yeah, you could do camels. You could do camels. You could do knights. I mean, you can make a few different options against them, but they are really tough units, and this is exactly how you want to use them. Just get them right in the base. All right, so Ryan's a little bit behind here. He's gonna have to make something. And war wagons are gonna find this side. That's actually really like a nuanced thing there. But ElmoChicrak was on this side, and made the villagers run to the town center, and then went all the way around and came to this side, knowing that the vills were gonna be, you know, working on the other side. Really good awareness. Also, we got some hulks over here from ElmoChicrak that can kill these fishing ships if they see it and pay attention to it. And yeah, now they see it. They see it. Ryan going for bloodlines and going for knights. These knights are streaming into under this castle. I get not wanting to fight the war wagons here, but it is gonna be tricky. War wagons have so much HP and they're just tough. So that was game one. Let me just show you some stats real quick. Hey, Ryan won the APM battle, so that's good. And that's game one. I'm going to get to game two and game three in the video. Well, let's try to catch up. I'm going to go just 2x speed. I want to actually see this game a little bit. Ryan lost the first game. Elmo won the first game. It is a best of 5, so a lot of time left. Ryan playing as the Spanish. Spanish are really tough on this map. Vikings, I think, is an awful pick, actually. I don't think Vikings is a good pick at all. I hate that pick. I've never hated a pick more in my life. Ryan's going on wood right away. They do have a tapir here. I think you only go on wood if you're building a dock, which he did build a dock. Okay, so he's fishing with one villager, and he's going to get fishing ships out. Okay, so that's pretty solid. Blue is going to build a dock now. ElmoChicrak. I don't know what this means. ElmoChicrak. ElmoChicrak. I'm just gonna. Oh, hang on. I just want to update the Discords that I'm streaming at this moment. At this exact moment, I am streaming, and everyone needs to watch me. We got a low ELO finals, everyone. I like that. Ryan OP. All right, I'm just doing some housework here. I'm sorry. Okay, full attention. 2 fishing ships for ElmoChicrak here. Ryan is out here. Ryan's going hard on fishing. Actually, I like Ryan's start a lot. If you're gonna do like the simple, you know, castle drop into conquistadors kind of play, I think Ryan is gonna do really well. If they try to get fancy and do anything else, it might be a problem. But if that's what they're going for, I like it. I like it a lot. This is only game 2. It's a best of 5. These best of 5s take a long time, though. Like, if the games are close at all, they tend to go pretty late, like an hour apiece. The first game, I don't know how long it took. The first game was on Shipwreck, I believe, and Elmo won it. Let's take off both their vision. So Ryan knows where ElmoChi is. Elmo's a much better name than ElmoChi, by the way. I don't know where this mochi business is coming from. Elmo is the way to go. But I will gladly say whoever is who it is. Feudal Age coming in for Ryan. I think we're almost caught up to real time here. Let me see if I can find it out. They're around 18 minutes. We're at 15, so we're going to catch up. ElmoChi does not know where Ryan OP is. Ryan OP does know, though. Let's see what he's doing. Going up to Feudal Age, a little late. Looks like they want to get up later. They also have their settings wrong where they're allies for some reason, so that's not supposed to be there. That's just when you put lock teams and you have it off. So you could, in theory, change teams if you wanted to. Obviously, they're not going to. It doesn't matter, but it is a setting that can be changed. And these fish, I don't know if Ryan did this by accident, but every single fish went all the way to his town center. I think that's just changing your gather point and just doing it wrong. And Ryan's gonna get up to Castle Age, but ElmoChi's gonna be there. Still hasn't found where Ryan's base is, though. And that's got to be a little scary. It looks like we're going to have Arbalest coming out. Or Crossbow. Vikings playing Crossbow is pretty good. Idle TC for Ryan. 2 minutes of idle TC. 18 seconds for Mochi. And he has a scout. He's going for a castle. I actually don't love that castle because you don't know if Ryan has any army. And if Ryan had army there, it would be a real big problem. And ElmoChi is going hard here. Ryan's trying to get a castle up, getting a castle up. Can't be denied. I think the scouts were more for just literally scouting. So I think the play is going to be crossbow. We don't have any crossbow in queue. I'm not sure what this opening is. Looks like a second TC going up. There's definitely going to be conks on the field. They know where each other is now, so let me go ahead and take that off. And we're in real time. We are in real time. And that was perfect because not a whole lot actually happened. But Conquistadors actually are going to own, Conquistadors always own. Conquistadors, I think, are the most OP unit in the history of this game. So, castle into Conquistadors, and eventually into a castle drop is I think it's just a very difficult strategy. Ryan's the underdog here, so he's going to have to prove that he can do this. But we're going to have archers. Crossbow upgrade is coming in. I don't know what Royal Heirs is. I think, is that a tech or something for the Spanish? Not a tech for the Spanish, so I don't know what Royal Heirs is. And these are going to get denied. This is actually a really good find by Ryan here. Ryan needs to make more conquistadors. Having only 3 at this point, I think, is not good. But denying 2 archery ranges at 98% each is pretty good. Ryan needs to micro these guys. I mean, just one-shotting everything. Like, I hate conquistadors. Conquistadors are, like, they give me nightmares. I should just play a Spanish every game. The way to figure out, like, when you're mad like me, and the way to figure out how to counter it is just to do it and then see how other people counter it. Because you're like, oh, it's so OP, it's just, I can't beat it. Well, go try to do it then, and then you'll see how do people beat it. And a lot of crossbow seems like could work. Bloodline's coming in for Ryan. 2 TCs for Ryan behind this. 2 TCs and 2 castles. So Mochi is playing pretty passive here. Going for the 2nd castle instead of the 3rd TC. Not making a lot of army yet. You know, is building up the crossbows. But I don't like Ryan being on 3 conquistadors. If you're going to go conquistadors, just keep making them. Don't stop making them. Yeah, I don't understand the 2 conquistadors. I don't get it. Good timing though. I mean, hasn't lost anything yet. Has definitely caused a reaction. And ElmoChicrak is definitely going to want to get ballistics. When you're going against a unit that's as fast as the conks are, you want to get ballistics on your crossbow. So that's going to be big. Well, I'll try to keep an eye on when that comes in. It's in the top right there. And Ryan not queuing up anymore. Siege Workshop. I mean, if you're just going to play the eco game, how many fish are we talking? 6 fish versus 7. No fish have died. Conks could do pretty well against fishing ships, actually. Just go and snipe them. Like, that definitely could work. The Ethiopian tech, that's the Royal Airs. It's interesting that the conks, like, show it as... I didn't know. Like, it's interesting the conks show it. Let me go to a conk here. Hold on. Oh, they're in the castle. And pretty aggressive castle from Blue here. Blue knows about Blue knows about that castle. And Ryan playing very passive, trying to win the eco game, getting fishing lines as well. I'm not sure. I guess it's gonna work on the fish traps. Ryan does auto eco, so fish traps are actually pretty efficient. If you're not gonna add a bunch of docks around the map, like the fish traps are gonna pay off if they haven't already for Ryan. Still no ballistics from ElmoChicrak though. And if he goes up and finds these fish, that's going to be a huge find. And I think that's what he's looking for right now. And we have a villager dead. Ryan has to delete this farm because the villager will go back to that farm. If it's free, he needs to delete that farm. If you're on auto eco especially, you need to delete the farms. ElmoChicrak is just on the backside though. ElmoChicrak is taking a little bit of a mangonel hit. Not bad. Not bad for Ryan. ElmoChicrak has expanded on the map pretty well. Ryan's kind of stayed in one spot. Still 2 TCs for both of them, so the eco is fairly similar. And does he see this? He sees the fish traps. This is gonna be a big find here. And the fish are gonna go down, and the fish traps are gonna go down. Ryan's not reacting to it. And another villager looks like they died over here too. Yeah, all that's gonna go down. Mangonel getting in range. 7 kills on this castle, and I think it's all villagers in that Mangonel. And Ryan still has 3 conks in that castle. I mean, not looking good for him, to be honest. Just a very passive play. He's going to Imp, though. Okay, is this a good play? Go to Imp, down 20 economy units. I mean, some of these are fish. These fish are not very efficient right now. He hasn't added, like, ElmoChi hasn't actually added any like, farther away docks. Like, there's just the 2 here. But these fishing ships are going way over here for some reason. They're actually going past a lot of... I think it's just like a misclick or something. So Ryan's going to get to Imp. He's going to make Trebs. 28 crossbow and 5 berserks now being massed up for ElmoChi. ElmoChi is going to Imp as well. And just not a lot of army for Ryan. No ballistics on these crossbows is wild to me, man. Like, ballistics make such a huge difference when you have archers. When you have that many, like, you've already invested that much. Like, ballistics is just another 300 and 175. And it's so effective. Like, it's like you're hitting twice as many shots, I feel. Getting Bodkin. Ryan's going to be an Imp about a minute earlier than ElmoChi, but ElmoChi is on the way. Ryan has no real army to speak of, has a couple of monks, has a handful of mangonels, and this castle is now in range. I mean, to be fair, ElmoChi doesn't have, like, the biggest army either. Like, at this point of the game, 37 minutes in, going to Imp. I mean, we're talking 32 crossbow. It's a lot of crossbow, don't get me wrong. Another castle going up. And 2 trebuchets coming out. This trebuchet's maybe going to be able to get a shot off. Chemistry coming in for Ryan. I just don't know what units Ryan is planning on making. 2 monasteries. And trebuchets are coming out of this castle. They're also going to come out of this castle as well. And repairs will come in. And there's ballistics in for ElmoChi. And the trebuchets are staying inside of the castle. Just ejected it, so it's going to unpack and go ahead and shoot that castle. Yeah, I mean, Ryan needs some kind of answer for this. Mangonels obviously can't do it. He's stopped making villagers. He's making 3 bombard cannons. I mean, Ryan's just trying to win the Treb War, I guess, without any real military. Bomber cannons are moving in, but it's going to have no castles, though. And the Berserks probably can snipe it. The crossbow, their only crossbow needs to get the Arbalest upgrade, actually. Invested in all these Trebs instead. Ryan is super housed now that that castle went down. Ryan just looks out of his element. Sorry to say it. He just looks like... doesn't know what to do. And I think ElmoChic's expecting like, 25 conks out there or something, but there's 3. The same 3 from the beginning. Ryan has no army. Besides these mangonels and some monks. I don't think got any conversions. Got converted 1 berserk with those monks. Mangonels all get run down. Ryan is just feeling hopeless right now, man. And he calls the GG. Yeah, I mean, Ryan's just out of his element in this one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it. But super, super passive from him. Like, I thought maybe a little bit of 8 APM for Elmo here. ElmoChic. Now, let me get to the next game. So that's 2-0 for ElmoChic. And so, I guess that's the technique. All right, so Ryan is going to take the middle here. And Elmo is also going to take the middle, but is actually... What is going on here? Portuguese versus Italians. All right, so their TCs are really, really close. I don't hate it from either player. ElmoChic definitely got, like, a little closer. Ryan kind of just built their TC where they were. We're going to have a dock here. I don't love this placement. I think it might be the only option. Yeah, when you're on the mainland, everything is walkable. On the outside, you can get other areas. I'm gonna keep the Fog of War on though. I want to see when they see each other. They might see the little yellow outline. They don't show that in Capture Age, but they might. That actually goes like a little bit wider, so they might see it, and that would indicate where the other player is. Ryanp has the Portuguese, I believe, beat what's his name? Rasgado earlier as the Portuguese. And blue sees red's TC, I think. I actually don't know if he saw it. It turned around right away, so it makes you think, but it doesn't show it here. It doesn't show it here at all. So Ryanp playing as a Portuguese, ElmoChic playing as the Italians. I like them both. I think they're both kind of solid civs here. I think I like Portuguese a little bit better. I think Portuguese on water will do a little bit better. Towns on water obviously are very good. And the only thing that I like the Italians better for ElmoChic is if Ryan goes Cav, which he loves going Cav. But Ryan could definitely go, like, he can go archers here. He can go, organ guns could be really good against the Italians, I think. Like, organ guns and Cav could be really good in combination if Ryan uses it well. It also depends how much they're going to play water. Is ElmoChic not docking? Hold on. Am I crazy? Ooh, that's really bad. On this map, not docking, I think, is a huge problem. That's really bad. Let's see how it works out. He's the better player. He might have an idea. I didn't dock on this map. I thought maybe the hunt here would like be a better benefit, and I was definitely not right about that. But Ryan, I mean, is actually giving up all this hunt. Like, I think you want to fight for this hunt in the middle, even if you're Like, even if you're going to be fishing, like, you still want to take the hunt. The hunt is still very valuable. So, Res Collective's down here. Ryan's at 704. ElmoChic's at 567. And a big part of that is just these fishing ships, I'm sure. And then the berry bonus too. You're getting like one wood for every, like, I don't know, it's like 10 or something, or 3 maybe. I think it's like 1 to 3. You get 1 wood for every 3 food, something like that. This mill's kind of in a vulnerable position. If I was Ryan, I would try to Vil fight this, honestly. Or if you're not like there's so many good strategies. I wish we played this map again. I want to do like a tournament just on this map. I think this map is great. Like, you could kill all of this hunt and lame your opponent here. And Ryan is Vil fighting. Ryan sees this. He is Vil fighting. That's a dead Vil. And Vil fights and then steals it. And ElmoChic does not have Loom. ElmoChic might want to queue up Loom, which looks like they did. It doesn't show it here. I think it should show it. Yeah. But they only have 50 gold. Not fishing here. I think it's going to hurt hard. This is Ryan's game to lose right now. Maybe ElmoChic has a plan. Maybe ElmoChic's going to go up early and attack, and the fish isn't going to matter. Still no Loom for ElmoChic, though. Ryan needs to click on one of those and see that and just go and kill a villager. But it looks like the villagers are running away. And that makes this mill, like, pretty useless, honestly. That makes Blue's mill pretty much a waste of res there. This mill I don't love. I know that Ryan wants the berries, likes the berry bonus, thinks it's OP. But you have a mill on berries over here, so just take those first before building that mill. You're doing a great job adding fishing, though. And now ElmoChic is adding a dock. At the 11 minutes in, though, is like, I don't know. It's going to take a while to pay off. And by the time it pays off, you're going to be like well into feudal age here. So let's see. Ryan moving these villagers. Is he going to go to the outside? It looks like it. No? No, Ryan's building a mining camp. Why were they going that way? I know Ryan's on auto eco, but like, you still have to build mining camps and stuff, right? So I don't know. I think he just was sending them in that direction. Ryan looks like they want a fast castle. And ElmoChic is... I'm not sure what ElmoChic is doing exactly. They're haven't clicked up the feudal yet. They made their dock super late. The only saving grace is Ryan has a minute 14 of idle TC. ElmoChic has 6 seconds of idle TC. So the Vil count is actually like more even than it should be. Res collected though 600 more for Ryan. Ryan OP. And it looks like he's scouting. I like this scouting with the villager. I mean, not the villager, the fishing ship. Ryan getting a barracks up, so he's not going to try to fast castle, it seems. He's probably going to go scouts, I'm guessing. He is on gold. He's actually probably going to go archers, it looks like. And I'm curious when he's going to find... Not building any military, any navy yet. I'm going to click up from ElmoChic. A couple of Hulks coming out. Hulks are really good against fire ships especially. And there if he sees it, he might not have noticed it. He might not be looking over here, but he saw the fishing ships there. And the Hulks are going to go in the opposite direction. And Ryan's got a tower here. So a tower, hulks, and a barracks and a market. Okay, I'm a little confused about Ryan's build here. I think he is too. Never found the dock there. I mean, he's gonna find it with the hulks, I'm sure. It's not like a mystery usually, like where that dock's gonna be. Barracks, market. So Ryan is buying stone. So he's actually using the gold, the miners on the gold to buy stone so he can build towers. This is his plan here. The hulks are like they can't they can't find these fishing ships. It's not a secret. You've explored the entire water except for this one area. Ryan's kind of focused on these towers and vil fighting. ElmoChi is dedicated to the vil fight. Did he finally get loom? He got loom. Ryan has 2 vil kills. ElmoChi has 0. That tower gets denied. I don't think it got deleted. I think it got destroyed. The hulks need to find those fishing ships though for Ryan. That would be huge. There's only 3 fishing ships from ElmoChi, but if those hulks kill it, then you win water. Like ElmoChi is not going to make any more on the water when they're getting tower rush like this, I'm sure. Ryan totally forgot about these hulks here. Totally forgot about them. Oh, nice. So we got some new viewers here from the high ELO finals. Welcome to the stream. This is game number 3. So ElmoChi's trying to get up a tower of their own to defend against Ryan's towers. Ryan basically tower rushed. And they got the advantage because Ryan built the dock early, and ElmoChi did not. ElmoChi has a dock. These hulks came over here, and Ryan has completely forgotten about them. Just a lot of brain power being used. And these towers are still here. It looks like Ryan wants to make some more. Doesn't have the stone for it. They actually used the market to get the stone. Now the hulks are coming over. So the hulks, I learned this earlier today. It's kind of interesting. Check this out. They have anti-damage against buildings. -3 damage against buildings. So even though they have 4 melee, they're only doing 3 against buildings. They'll kill the fishing ships super fast, and Ryan has them attacking the fishing ships now, so that's perfect. Some villagers are escaping, and they're going to stone for ElmoChi. And ElmoChi does know that you can garrison, though. And it doesn't seem to matter too much. We have a hulk coming out for ElmoChi, running them away. And that was actually just the gather point for the fish. And Ryan's got several towers in the middle. 3 towers in the middle, denying kind of like the center. Not denying the gold, but denying a few farms, denying this wood. But ElmoChi does have villagers on the outside. And ElmoChi is going up to castle age. And they're going to probably have enough for a castle. And they're fighting on water, actually. I thought ElmoChi would just give up the water, but it looks like they're going to try to fight. So, interesting. The hulks are, I guess they're inside of, like, the minimum range of the dock, because they're not taking any damage from the dock. Huh. Interesting. And we have a castle drop from ElmoChicrak. Let's see how Ryan reacts to this. Subs Artico. We have a castle drop from ElmoChicrak. It's not quite on the TC. It will be on the market. We have a tower going up pretty late. We have another tower going up. Ryan has promised me that towers can deny castles, and I am 1000% sure that they are not denying this castle. But I want to be proved wrong. I want to be proved wrong. This castle's at full construction. Towers did not deny it. And that's a lot of stone that just got wasted. Some of these vills went down. That hurts. And meanwhile, ElmoChicrak got their fishing back. Or at least they freed up their fishing. But Ryan was able to fish behind all of that. Res collected has evened out. Ryan had the big lead earlier. And these villagers are trying to get out of there. Let's see how many are going to die. Looks like just maybe 3 on the way out. And Genoese crossbow. Now, does Ryan have any answer for this? This feels like the type of game that Ryan had a plan early and may or may not have a plan later. And Elmo coming with the Genoese crossbow. Pretty strong units. 6 attack on them. 4 range on them. 45 HP. So, I mean, they can definitely... You know... What's the pierce armor on them? 0+1 right now. So, they gotta be careful with these towers here. And Ryan calls it just like that. Yeah, I think that was Ryan's plan. He didn't have to call it there, but he didn't have a plan. Castle Age versus Feudal Age, didn't win water, and that is the series. So, thanks for watching, everyone who joined late. I'm gonna go back and cast the very first game because I missed it. So if you want to stick around for that, stick around. I want to cast it so I can put it up on to the YouTubes. Military APM 2 and 2.